Hey my wandering wanderers, today we're going to be doing a full reading underneath the star sign of Ophiuchus. So pretty much take a quick moment to, if you haven't already done it already, please take a quick moment to double check your natal chart prior to, so we'll have a stronger understanding of how and where Ophiuchus is also located in your chart. That being said, let's go ahead and take a moment to identify the energetic concept with the Soul Journey Oracle, and then we're going to go ahead and pull additional guidance with the So Far Below deck this morning. Please note that this energy is going to be identified for a segment of a week. So if you're unable to understand or identify, or work with this read right now, you can always come back to double check during the week to see where you're at, okay? That being said, a few things to keep in mind as we work through this spread this week. One, what's the concept / energy this week? Okay, how am I aware of this energy from the sign of Ophiuchus? Reasons why we check our chart. Also, how am I aware of this information physically for me? What's the situation that's physically going on, and how am I physically aware of it? And how am I aware of this energy when I'm working through the situations or the things that I'm dealing with this week, okay? That being said, if you resonate, great. And if you don't resonate, thank you for your time. Dear Universe, please seeking a clear channel for your guidance underneath the star sign of Ophiuchus for flowing through problems this week. Dear Universe, please seeking a clear channel for your guidance underneath the star sign of Ophiuchus to help us identify the problems that we're flowing through this week. Alright, let's go ahead and get a quick shuffle. I know last week was like, last week the energies were set to identify. Come on, y'all. Was set to identify and finding the pieces to pick up from where we left off. Quick question, were you able to find the parts that you needed to move through what you got going on last week? Oh, card, deck now. Hold on, let's reshuffle this. Simultaneously speaking, what were the pieces that you were able to identify last week to move forward? Was it a slow process? Was it a faster process? How was that like for you last week? Just something to politely check in real quick between last week and this week. Alright, let's continue. Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. How do we understand abundance this week? Here, we're going to turn it right side up. How do we understand abundance this week? Actually, we'll flip it upside down, because technically this is us understanding this perception of abundance from a foundational perception running through Ophiuchus this week. What is this aspect of abundance that we need to be mindful of? How are we aware that we are limitless beings? How are we aware that we can manifest whatever we want in this physical reality? What is this physical aspect of abundance that we're going to be flowing through? Or how do we understand this aspect of abundance this week? How do we take a moment to understand this component of abundance? And what's the physical aspect of being abundant? What does abundance mean for you? How do we comprehend abundance this week? Is there something that's going on that this week that we need to be physically aware of so we can understand why we have an abundance of it? From the perception of your own star sign, how do you perceive or how do you understand this aspect of abundance? When you're working through your stuff this week, when are you physically aware that you are becoming or understanding that you have everything that you need? Yeah, everything that I need I already have. When are you aware of this segment? And also, as you're taking your time working on stuff this week, how do you take time and recognize that you're becoming abundant, or that you do have an aspect or have a lot of abundance for something, for what you're working through this week. All right, let's go ahead and pull guidance for those who might need additional insight and awareness to get through the minutia, or insight and awareness to become aware of their own abundance, or insight and awareness for the guidance for this aspect of abundance this week. Let's go ahead. 10 of Pentacles. Physical fulfillment. Things that abundance might be surrounding. Physical fulfillment. Understanding a physical framework. And taking a moment to recognize these feelings that are coming through, especially when it comes to understanding this aspect of abundance. So let's start here. When it comes to understanding abundance and understanding the physical aspect of abundance, what is this happy ending? How do we understand this physical happy ending? And what part of this physical happy ending pertains to this understanding of abundance? Thank you, machine. Machine, you filled me with abundance. Thank you. I love you as well. Simultaneously speaking, how do we understand this physical framework for what this happy ending is? I'd say chart check type 4th house to find out what that might be, but I digress. What is this physical framework, and how do we become more abundant by understanding this physical framework for the things that make us happy? Simultaneously speaking, when it comes to understanding this framework for what this end game thing is, or this end goal dream is, how do we start to understand the emotions and feelings that surround it? And also, do we understand the feelings or the emotions that are coming through for this end result, and why we might be abundant behind it? Simultaneously speaking, when we're also understanding this aspect of abundance that we're going to be working through and flowing through, what is this perception of, it feels even clouded even from my perception, but like, what is this physical end game fulfillment is for you, and how do you understand this? This might be fuzzy for someone who knows that they're abundant, but might not understand how this might actually pertain to their end game strats for understanding what's really abundant with this 10 of coins. 10 of coins energy. Yeah, right now it's 10 of coins feeling like 10 of swords. I digress. Okay, by taking a moment to understand what this 10 of pentacles would be, it will help you physically understand the physical framework for this 4 of pentacles energy. By taking a moment to understanding what's the things you need to be abundant, this will help develop the physical framework. And as the physical framework starts to get developed, this will help you recognize the feelings, or help you recognize where these feelings are at. That will help develop or help you identify the physical framework of how this abundant end result will show up for you, especially from this perception, or how you would understand this aspect of abundance from the perception of Ophiuchus today or this week. Okay, so that's being said, please note that it is important to experience this information and discern it for yourself. Dear universe, thank you for your time today. Peace be with you. Namaste. Thank you for your candor, and have a nice day.